Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Well, I got one word for you: debunked. Well, so much for, Mexicans buy all the pay-per-views. So much for, hey, we don't want to see them black guys fight. Nobody wants to see all that running and hugging and all that kind of shit. Well, obviously, I guess nobody didn't have an interest in two Mexicans fighting as a main event because according to these numbers, Andy Ruiz and this fight was only like $50. So you would have thought that it would have sold more pay-per-views, but Andy Ruiz versus Chris Arreola did somewhere between 100 and 150,000 pay-per-views, which I don't even think it did that much. I don't even think this fight touched 100,000. I already told you that the PBC known for putting out fake numbers, but I'm just keeping it 100 off of 100,000 so-called pay-per-view buys. See, this is what I'm talking about. You hear all this shit about, Hispanic this, Hispanic that, we warriors and all this shit. Why? Well, where was these Hispanic warriors at? Where was these Mexican warriors at on the basically all Hispanic or Mexican card? I'm just keeping it 100. So at the end of the day, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nothing about no black person pay-per-views or whatever the case may be. I don't want to hear nothing about that warrior shit. Okay? I don't want to hear none of that shit because I'm just keeping it a buck. I'll say what need to be said. I told you I ain't worried about nobody being mad at me or having an issue. Like I said, I was expecting at least, 300,000, 400,000. You know what I'm saying? But apparently there wasn't an interest for this fight. But we always hear, Mexicans buy the pay-per-views. They go to the fight. They buy the tickets and all. Well, I guess they only want to buy the pay-per-views if it's a Mexican fighting a brother. Because once again, it proves that you need a black person to sell a pay-per-view. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like I said, take it however you want. This fight was only $50. That's old school. That's old school. That's like shit, what pay-per-view was like 15 years ago. I'm just keeping it 100. To me, this shit is a flop to me. Real talk. But at the end of the day, hey, PBC, Al Heyman, he put this together. So I'm expecting in February of 2022 a Black History all black card. You can't do no worst. You put the right people on there, the shit will sell. I'm just keeping it 100. Like I said before, I'm not trying to make no friends and I'm not trying to bite my tongue. Either you gonna like what I say or you're not gonna like what I say. You can thumb up the video or you can thumb it down, but at the end of the day, I don't cater to nobody. For real. This was a chance. This was a chance. This was an opportunity. This was a chance to show everybody and play into that so-called myth that, that Mexicans buy all the pay-per-views and y'all do shit so much better than blacks and y'all celebrate your own. Well, according to these numbers, you didn't give a fuck about this fight. So I don't want to hear shit. Done. Drop the mic. This is your boy Town Biz. I'm out.